There's a lot of good CT Mirage smoke lineups, but I'm going to show you guys the top 10 lineups that you guys need to know, starting off with this one way from mid. When you're running towards window, if you aim to this wall to the left of this box and jump throw a smoke, it will create a one-way smoke for yourself or maybe a teammate that wants to jump out window. You're going to see the smoke come and land right here under this brick. You're going to be able to sit under this smoke and have a good little one-way, and it's also going to be a lot harder for you to see if the T's are smoking window. As you can see here, they're going to be coming out mid, not knowing what this smoke is, and you're just going to be on this insane off angle where they're only going to be able to barely see your head. And you're going to get at least 1 or 2 free kills. And the cool part about this smoke is you can even sit on this brick and crouch while this smoke is up. If I rethrow it again, you're going to see that you're actually able to play anti-flash and be hidden in the smoke. And if the smoke does bloom like this, you can even jump up on the ledge behind to get a lot more free kills than what you usually would. So I'd really recommend that you guys throw this smoke if you are having trouble getting kills in mid on Mirage. Smoking Palace on Mirage is just as important as smoking bottom con, and a lot of people do know how to smoke Palace from outside of market, which I will show you. But the second Palace smoke, I know that no one watching this video actually knows. So if you want to smoke Palace from outside of market, you just come get stuck in this corner right here. You want to aim at the top right of this window and jump throw. This smoke's going to go right into Palace. Now, this is good if you are a window player rotating out window, or maybe you're rotating from B and they haven't come out A yet, so you can re-smoke Palace. But what's very important is that on the CT side of Mirage, a lot of teams will be able to get mid control, and you will be able to kind of have some wiggle room to move around. So it's actually important for you to be able to smoke Palace from somewhere like Catwalk, because a Cat player is mostly going to be using their smoke, especially for bottom con. But if you guys have mid, you don't have to re-smoke it. So in order to smoke Palace from Catwalk, you just want to come into this corner here to aim at the top right of this brick right here, and you just want to jump throw. This smoke's going to bounce off the balcony and go right into Palace just like this, and it's going to help your teammates on A just focus more towards ramp, since you're going to block them out of Palace. Now, that's probably the most convenient Palace smoke you can throw besides the one outside of market. So if you are someone who does play Cat, you guys should definitely learn that smoke. But now if you play Connector on Mirage, that means you are pretty much the star player, and you need to be able to make plays so your team can win the round. If you guys go, down a man advantage, or maybe you lose some sort of map control and you need to win it back. There's actually a cool Connector smoke that a lot of people don't throw that I learned from Nico. And if you come on the edge of this wall right here and just aim at the top of Catwalk, you can left click this smoke, and it's a really deep connector smoke. Now, the cool thing about this smoke is you can peek on top of it, so just like a normal connector smoke from CSGO. But the cool thing is that it blocks the T's from scaling into Valley. A lot of times T's, when they do take mid, they like to smoke window, flash off con, molly it, smoke it, and come and take bottom window to clear under. But if you throw this smoke, you're going to be able to play behind it, and you can also clear underpass. This is one of my favorite smokes to throw. If you guys do watch my stream, I do stream on Twitch every day. You'll notice that when I play connector, I like to throw this smoke at the start of the round, and if I start to hear them taking mid, I like to go peek under to clear it to make sure they're not being able to pinch mid and take mid from all directions. And then I'll fight mid with this smoke where I can jump up on bench, I can hold anyone swinging mid, anyone's on top of boxes, and I can even create my own little one-ways just by shooting the top of this smoke. So if you do play connector and start using the smoke, you're going to notice that you're going to get a lot more kills and be able to keep the map control of mid. Now, taking apps control on Mirage can be very important if you notice that the T's are taking mid. So it means you need to take the extremities, and there's actually a really cool smoke that you guys can throw if you are the B jump spotter. Since most of the time you're going to be able to keep your smoke, it's important to know how to use it. So if you do notice that they are taking mid and maybe there's not really that much action going on in upper B, you can actually aim right above this brick and just run through this smoke like this, and the smoke is going to bounce off this wall and smoke the entrance of app. And this is very good because after this smoke blooms, you can come here and molly deep apps if you want to, like this. Make sure it's all cleared out, and you can even ask a teammate to flash the left side if you want, and you're going to have apps control for free. And if anyone is up here defaulting, just holding, waiting to see if you guys are going to aggress off their aggression, they're going to be smoked off and just lose all of this vision. It's going to force the T's to do something else. This is a very good smoke to use because most of the time, if you are the jump spotter on B, you're pretty much just saving your smoke to drop it towards bench or empty pillar if they do exec. So that's just a little cool way that you guys can take apps. So I know we talked about being an A anchor early on in this video, but it's also important that you can support your teammates if you notice there's a lot of action towards mid. And one of the ways you can do that is by re-smoking bottom con. Now, the best way to do it is if you are jump spotting ticket, you can get into this corner here. You want to aim on the left side of this gap on the leaf just like this. You can aim a little bit here or even more to the left if you want it to be more puffier to kind of disrupt them taking mid control. But you're going to see that when I throw this smoke, it's just going to bounce and hit off the ledge. And then it's going to be a nice, good bottom con smoke. And like I said, this one's going to be a little bit puffier. So, you know, you could even set up plays where your teammates just walk into this smoke and then you flash over from triple and they can swing and take mid. So like after you re-smoke that, you can just come over here and flash over con if you wanted. There's a lot of cool things you can do with puffy bottom con smokes. But if you don't want to as puffy, you just want to aim a little bit more to the right. So then the smoke's more inside a connector. But that's just one way that you can support your teammate towards con. Now, as a cat player, you also not only need to know how to re-smoke palace, but you need to know how to re-smoke bottom con for your connector teammates, because if you're getting a lot of pressure towards mid or underpass, it's very important that you block this part of the map, because if the T's do get connector, they can easily just split towards A in a very easy way, which will just crumble your CT side. So it's definitely important to block it. Now, if you are a cat player, in order to re-smoke bottom con, you just want to get stuck into this corner. There's a little shadow right here on the wall. You just want to aim to the left of this shadow. You're going to see on the grenade cam that this smoke's going to bounce off the stairs and land right at the bottom. You're also going to see that this is a good connector smoke, where you're still going to be able to look up top. So if you do want to re-clear mid, you can always just come on top of the smoke and just peek behind it like this. Or if you do want to abuse it and look towards underpass, you can also do that as well. You just want to make sure that when you are re-smoking connector, you don't want it to land too high up, or it's going to block everything and it's only going to help the T's keep their own mid control. Now, this next smoke is going to help you guys retake the B site. There's actually a really cool way to throw a lurch smoke from outside of B. It does take a while to land, but if you are someone rotating and waiting for your teammates, this smoke is very good for the time that it takes to land. You're also going to need the grenade crosshair for this smoke. So in order to throw this smoke, you want to make sure that your vertical line is lined up with the edge of this building, and then your horizontal line is a little bit above the sun, just like this. And if I jump through this smoke, you're going to see that it's going to land right outside of this store right here. And just, you know, pretending that my teammates are rotating in, this smoke has some really good time to land, but you're going to see that it's going to block off any vision towards anyone trying to hold market door, which really makes it hard for the T's in a post plant, because this makes it so you can come out, clear mid site, clear cat, and then clear E-box, and it's going to make the retake a lot easier. Now, you can simply just throw this smoke from door, but you are going to be exposing yourself to all of these angles where someone is on van, or maybe there's an opper holding here, or maybe they have windows smoked off, or maybe he's playing this off angle to hold door. It's very hard to throw that smoke, but if you do know that one from outside of window, you're going to notice that your retakes are going to be a lot easier towards the B site because you're eliminating so many angles. Now, this smoke I'm about to show you is one that you guys probably haven't seen before, because it's called a disruptive smoke. Now, if you are a side anchor, it's very good to learn smokes like this, because if you can disrupt the execute or disrupt the way that the T's are pathing into sight, you have a higher chance at getting kills and catching the T's off guard. So let's say, for example, that you're jump spotting on the A site, and all of a sudden you start to see the A smokes come in with some flashes and maybe a molly under bout. One thing that you guys should do, and that I do, is I get up against the missiles right here and I aim at this brick and just left click a smoke. Now, this smoke might seem a little troll to some of you guys who don't have a lot of experience, but you're going to see that it's going to give me some really good opportunity to come out onto site, and I will have some, you know, a good 1v1 on anyone coming out palace. But also, let's look at the perspective of the T's. If they're coming out ramp, this is what they see. Not only do they see this smoke, but they have their smokes over here towards stairs and jungle. And then also, this palace guy has no idea where you could be, because this smoke that lands just right here, again, if we look at the T's perspective, they have no idea where you're going to come from. You could jump on top of default, you could swing from default, you could swing from triple. Now they're worried about your teammates trying to cross to get into the smoke. This is a very good smoke to learn and use, and there's even some more on the A site that you could definitely throw. And also, you could be throwing this smoke from any position. For example, if I'm playing triple, I could just right click this smoke right here, or if I'm playing default, I could also right click the smoke right here. So it's very good that you guys learn disruptive smokes, but that was just a good example. If you do solo the A site, I would really recommend using that smoke to get a couple more free kills. And since we're talking about throwing smokes from ticket, it's also important to know how to smoke palace from this position. And you might be thinking, I have no idea how you could possibly do that. This is actually something I learned from Kenny S in CSGO. So one way to do it is if you just aim at the middle of this A right here and just run and jump throw your smoke, you're going to see that it's going to land right into palace. And this is very important to do in case, you know, maybe someone dies towards the left side of A site, like connector or window, and they don't have any more smokes. It's important that you can block something like this, so if they want to decide to fight towards ramp, they can, and they don't have to worry about anyone peeking them towards palace. And this is one reason why you guys should have listened in geometry class, because if you did, you would be able to hit the smoke every single time. But if you accidentally failed geometry like myself, then this smoke will take a couple times to practice. But that's the 10 CT Mirage smokes that you guys need to know if you guys want to really improve your Counter-Strike game. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below if you think I missed any, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.